Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. We're gonna go ahead and continue from where we last left off. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? Everyone is so silent that I could hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look so scrumptious as a double on a dozen donut holes. I could feel like I could want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. Hey, not so fast. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You're a true gentleman. Miss Fay, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. That's true. Sir? Yes, my dear? This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Not at all. There's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the fortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took the photo. Is that accurate? How can you be so mean? Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that? Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn it has taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be... Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fay. I see. So you are. Now then, young lady, can you give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I was using my camera to take some pictures of the wildflowers, and then I noticed there were two people standing up on a suspicion bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that showed the crucial moment. Right after that, I called the police. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? Believe the map would be of help here. Let's see this map, where she was. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by coral cliffs. So you took a photo from the location, eh? I brought the camera I was using at the time. Just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Oh, what a cute camera, just like its owner. Alright then, Miss Fay, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness try again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Okay, I did do the fourth one here. Here. Witness, when you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is that what you meant? All I can see in this photo is two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we should refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. But, if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. Oh. My apologies, young lady. but Miss Faye's assertion is without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay the situation, can he? I'm so sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. You ran out of film? Or this photo was the last one? What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all the photographs that she took that day. All the other photos are the witness of herself, playing among the wildflowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Timer. Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built in it. Exactly. Almost all cameras have a timer feature. So you took the photos yourself? I remember taking some photos of myself one too. No, don't say that, sir! Please, no details for the love of God. Please, no. It seemed that Miss Faye's assertion was not too so decisive after all. Wait a minute. Just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you should tell us about a different sort of photo? Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're so quite the poet. Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts about the fight that you witnessed. Yes, but the judge? Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. Huh. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's show Dusky Bridge map here. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just... Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There is no possible excuse. You say two contradictions? It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were and the victim turned around and tried to run, well, then she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have run even 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. What does all this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. Ugh. This is beautiful. This beautiful young lady been lying into a court? Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say? Who are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We can't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous! You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. True. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Huh, that guy is good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the very beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward! Edgeworth, you coward! Well, Miss Faye, it seems you once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish that once and for all, that what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, Miss Foster. And there's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Okay, next one will be running from the crime. After he stabbed her in the back, he picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He can't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Really, lady? Really? Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. If you accept this testimony as is, we're finished. Don't say that. Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make really great mocha latte. Not gonna lie, mocha latte sounds really good right about now. No, not gonna lie. The trial isn't over yet. Huh. That's why I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please. The contradiction staring right in the face and Mia go on an attack. Let's try this, shall we? Third statement. Here it is. There we go. I clicked the wrong button again. Whoops. Whoops. A killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. But however, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There is a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. Ah. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. To be honest, not gonna lie, I like that girl's outfit. Order, order, order! I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit, it does seem odd to not have thrown the body into the river. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. And after all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you might find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact that it is this what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But the witness claimed to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in a chunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness had told us. True. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us what you saw. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who is he talking about? Alright, I'll do my best. Witness's photo. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? Yes. And? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. Place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. You see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. Ah. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not possibly see the car's killer. Or killer car. Car's killer. I got all flipped around there for a minute. I admit the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it could stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Ah! Your view should have been completely cut off by the cliff. But still, you claim to have been able to see the killer car. No! Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing the murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that what she saw. But she repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh, Mr. Judge? What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong. You can't do that. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. True. You can't. Miss Faye, no one in the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair. Huh. Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando, don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk of the car. And then, so tell me, how does she know that? How does she know that he broke into the trunk? True. Aha. Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there was marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Let me see that photo. That's true. These are certainly look like scratch marks in the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in the somewhere? Melissa Foster? It looks like you're finally portrayed yourself. What? You said you were in the field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when. When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally, I've got her. Ha, I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason witness had seen the scratches was she put in herself. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes? What is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison job. He was the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Follis had been the one who put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There is no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting in a red light, which means that the key would have still been in ignition. Caught her right there. Caught her red-handed. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we would never discover the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Foll that put the body in the trunk.
Objection!
Preposterous! To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If it were true, then how do you explain the photo she took? Timer! The corpse could have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. We already know what the time she was taking photographs. Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. Well, I'm saying the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster by herself. Let's see about this camera here. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she brought the camera just to take this picture.
Objection!
She getting nervous. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster was in the field as she claimed? Well, she really did use the camera's auto timer. Then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field. Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred? Right there. Naturally, the witness was right here. But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order, order, order! Miss Faye, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could have only been before the defendant met the victim.
Objection!
It's true. How asinine. Of course Mr. Falls met the victim. The only person with the opportunity to put the victim in the trunk is the same man who killed her, Terry Falls. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already... I never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Just remember what that was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls had believed that woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in federal penitentiary. He can't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Mr. Falls forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing that scarf he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Miss Melissa Foster? Oh. She fainted? Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake snapshot of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit. Huh. Well, we have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, the court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well. This court is in recess. Alright. That's pretty much going to be it for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below. And subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye, guys.